Hey everyone, what's going on? And before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I just passed 100 subscribers. It's unbelievable. I think we're up to 110, 111 at this point. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. When I started uploading Pokemon Shuffle videos, I didn't really know that there would be an audience that really even wanted to see Pokemon Shuffle videos. So the fact that I reached 100 subscribers is absolutely mind-blowing to me. I just did not expect it at all, and I really appreciate it. I know 100 subscribers is not a lot compared to people with thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, but for me, it's absolutely incredible. So I owe that all to you guys. Thank you so much, and I am going to continue uploading Shuffle videos probably until the game dies. I mean, I'm not going to stop. I love Pokemon Shuffle, so so thanks again. And now we're getting into the Volcanion stages. I am only going up to stage 450. I did get up to about the 470s, and it was really difficult for me. I was able to beat some stages with like +5 moves, but even then it was kind of not always happening. So I stopped. Anyway, getting into stage 15, this is an easy one. You can go with Mogi. You could basically do anything. You get 1,500 coins for that. I'm using Ampharos, which is an early Mega. So, anything should be fine for that stage. That's an easy one. Next up is stage 50. And, stage 50 is not bad either. I was able to beat it itemless. I guess if you have a little bit of a weaker team, it might be somewhat difficult, but I thought it was easy. A good one for this one would be the Alola Cap Pikachu. Mine is only skill level 3, so I didn't go with it. But I just went with this. I did use that Hyper Bolt Pikachu throughout the entire Escalation. Just because we don't have a last ditch effort, I did max it out. Not for this Escalation. I think I maxed it out the last update we got to raise max levels and skill swappers. No last ditch effort electric type at the moment, so Hyper Bolt is the next best thing. It does have some benefits over last ditch effort. I mean, on a match of 3, it does have a 70% chance, so that's good. You don't need that. You could bring, especially for some of these earlier stages, you could bring a last ditch effort that's neutral, like Regirock, or if you have Zygarde complete, those should be good. But yeah, we have the Virizion for Power 4+. We have the Luxray for Cross Attack Plus. Not maxed out. That one is only level 10. I didn't give it any raise max levels. As I've said before, Mogi is fine. Not a whole lot. This stage isn't bad. If you're having somewhat of a tough time, you could throw in that +5 and you should be good to go. But this one is not. I didn't find this one difficult. I didn't even need the Pikachu for most of these stages. I'm not going to need it this time. So able to beat it. So the easy stage in my opinion, stage 50. As I was saying, some of those later stages are really tough, especially after 450. Let's see what you get for this one. I think it's a raise max level. Okay, so like I was saying, after I didn't have any trouble on the non-boss stages all the way up until 450, but after 450 is when it started to get really difficult. I think I got up to like 470, 475, and wasn't able to continue afterwards without a +5, and even using a +5, it wasn't a guarantee. So I don't feel like throwing in an attack power all the way up to 500. I may decide to do it. It really depends. I'm kind of out of coins at this point, so I did spend some jewels. I do buy jewels on occasion, not too often. I didn't buy any this month, so I may buy more, but I buy a little bit. So stage 100, I did use the +5. This is possible itemless, but it was really. I did try it itemless, I think, once or twice. Wasn't able to do it, but just doing the +5, and it's the same team, but we have the Luxray going off. We have we added Meganium. I don't think we had that in the earlier stages. Meganium is awesome for this Escalation battle because it's super effective, and it does have Block Shot, which is what you really want. I think there's blocks in this stage. I think that's why I have Meganium on my team. But yeah, Virizion, as I've used before with Power 4 Plus, Emolga. Yeah, I mean, this one shouldn't be that bad. You might have to use a little bit more items. Definitely the +5 I would recommend. Shout out Pikachu. Well, I guess not because there's no Volcanion on the field, so I guess you wouldn't want that for this one. But yeah, this is not a bad stage in my opinion. Yeah, the block, so that's why I have Meganium. Okay, so that's why I brought Meganium. Tapu Bulu would be okay for this stage, I guess. Again, I use Meganium for the damage. I don't use it for the block removal. But if you have Tapu Bulu and not Meganium with Block Shot, that's also a way to go. But there's not a whole lot of blocks on the stage to really need it, I guess. There's a little bit, but still going with Ampharos and early Mega. You could obviously go with the Tapper. I mean, you could go with... shiny Mega Rayquaza, Mega Beedrill will probably be good. Yeah, this one, not too bad. Oh, by the way, I did max out my Ampharos just before this competition, so it was for this competition. But it does get online really quick because I have Mega Boost. Not sure if it's worth it, but I had like over 60 Mega Speed Up saved up. So for me, personally, I mean, I wanted to spend a little bit of them, so I just use them on Ampharos. So yeah, we do get a skill swapper for that. There are 3 skill swapper in this escalation, so if you have the means, I would definitely recommend going up to at least the last skill swapper. But it could be tough. This is 125. In my opinion, this one is easier than 100. He has less HP, so I was able to do this one itemless. He does have the Volcanion on the field, so again, the Alola Cat Pikachu would be great. I mean, I guess another Mega option would be Manectric. I've never used Manectric, so yeah, I don't... It's the same as Ampharos. It can Mega Evolve if you fully sped it up in, I think, 2 turns. I think it's 6 icons. Ampharos has 9 icons to Mega Evolve, but it does have the Mega Boost Plus, so I just went with Ampharos. A little bit stronger. He doesn't have any Raise Max levels on him. Yeah, using basically the same team. I mean, we have the Hyper Bolt, Pikachu, again, not needing it. For some of these stages, it probably would have been better just to have the Emolga or the Virizion or any other stronger Pokemon, just because a Hyper Bolt is not going off. He's just there for the attack power. So, yeah, so not too bad. We have the Luxray, a little bit inconsistent with him just because he has Cross Attack Plus, so it doesn't always go off. But when it does go off, and it will go off later on in this escalation, it is powerful. So definitely want that. My Meganium is only skill level 4. That was all I was able to get it up to. So could be better if you was a skill level 5, but skill level 4 gets the job done anyway. Actually, I guess we probably do need the Hyper Bolt for this escalation because he's down to 4 for this round. I mean, yeah. So there we go. The Hyper Bolt going off. Again, a neutral last ditch effort user would probably be just as good. If I didn't have the Hyper Bolt Pikachu, I probably would have needed that +5, and with that +5, I would have been able to beat it. So yeah, Hyper Bolt helping out in that turn, but or this at least at 125, but yeah, not too bad. Definitely don't need it. Yeah, so for that we get 2 experience boosts to largest, which is not bad. I mean, I used a bunch on Noivern and Vanillix, so that's always nice to get back. No more survival mode, at least not the original. So going on to 150, we are doing this with just a +5. Oh yeah, we have the Deoxy because there's a lot of ice. So this one, if you have a fully sped up Deoxy, you could do what I did, basically, and just use the +5. Again, Luxray might be better to bring another strong attacker just because Luxray is a little bit inconsistent, but I like it. I mean, you could also try and set up the cross attack to have that, so that's not bad if you want to go that route. So, yeah, not too bad. Yeah, there's Mega Deoxy going off. And there's a bunch of Volcanion on this field. So you could... Did I bring Volcanion with me? Yeah, Mega Deoxy, Volcanion, Luxray, and Pikachu. So yeah, I guess I did bring Volcanion with me. I guess because he disrupts with it a lot. So that's a really great option to do that. If you don't bring it with you, a Lolacat Pikachu, as I've recommended several times already, is a great option. But again, mine's only skill level 3, so I didn't want to do it. Skill level 3 is decent. I would prefer if it was skill level 4 or 5, but wasn't able to get that high when it was available, so not going to happen for me. But yeah, not a bad round. 150 is not that bad. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend bringing Volcanion with you on this one. Yeah, and hopefully you have the Mega Deoxy. If you don't have Mega Deoxy, I guess Ampharos could work as well. It could get rid of the ice, but again, its pattern is kind of like it's not, even if it's not going to destroy all the ice. Basically, it might destroy some of it. It's not going to get rid of all of it. There's other ice. You could have I guess Mega Houndoom if that's fully sped up. That is resisted. Yeah, Volcanion does resist it, but it's still a good option if you have it fully sped up. But again, Deoxy is better because it can Mega Evolve in one turn. There's a Cross Attack Plus going off. As I said, it's really powerful. Yeah, other than that, not a whole lot to say. I don't think we needed the Hyper Bolt in this one either. Yeah, it was mainly the ones the Luxray helped us out, but aside from that, Mega Deoxy was really the king of this one because of all the ice. Yeah, and bringing Volcanion is also a great option. So looks like we are going to trigger Hyper Bolt. I think we could have beaten it even if we didn't do that, but yeah, we did get a couple lucky Cross Attack Plus, so I guess a little bit difficult. Looks like it has close to 30,000 HP, but yeah, not too bad. You know, you could throw on that attack power, I guess, but I didn't find it necessary. So we're going to beat 150, and we got to make a speed up for that. That's always nice. As I've told you, I have like 60 mega speed up, so I don't need it, but it's always nice. I mean, you know, when you never know when they're going to add like a mega that needs 40 mega speed ups, and you know, how do you know, right? I mean, you never know. So okay, so this one, I think this is possible with just a +5 and a mega start. But I didn't need the Mega Start because I went with Mega Beedrill. If you're going in with something that takes longer to Mega Evolve, you probably could get away. Like maybe you're going in with Tyranitar, you probably could get away with just the +5 and the Mega Start and save a little bit of coins. But I felt a little nervous about doing that, so I just went ahead and just used that attack power and the +5, and yeah, I was able to beat it. But yeah, I guess if you're feeling lucky, you could skip out on the attack power, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would just use the attack power because, I mean, compared to a Mega Star, it's not really a whole lot of coins extra. So and I also went with Beedrill just because it gets online in one turn. So yeah, not bad. So yeah, this is a really difficult escalation. It's not really, I didn't find it that bad up until 450, but after 450, it gets really tough, and 500, from what I understand, from what I've read, and from what I've heard, is not a fun stage. So I heard that even using the Jewel, you still might not beat it, so you might need to use like 3 or 4 Jewels. I mean, I'm sure it's possible. The thing is, I don't know if it's possible without using the Jewel. I'm sure it's possible with just 1 Jewel, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's possible without any Jewels, even with a full item run. I know it's tempting for those 8 raise max level, and I'm still debating if I want to go up to 500. Maybe I do, but yeah. I mean, if I could beat it by using 1 Jewel after full items, I would do it. I'm just not 100% confident on that. But again, I have to get back coins. I have to do the weekend Meowth. So something I might do. Maybe I'll do it next week, but definitely not going to do it right now. So yeah, so he's almost done. He is over 30,000 HP. So yeah, not too bad. I mean, Hyperbolt finishing it off, but we didn't need it. We would have beaten it anyway. Yeah, so yeah, 200's not too bad. I remember when the original Volcanion was available. He was a lot easier than this one. I mean, they just, it's like they release strong Pokemon or stronger Pokemon to raise max levels for that. Yeah, they release strong Pokemon that can help you a lot, but then they take those stages or when they return like the escalation battles and they like increase the difficulty. It's like then what's the point of releasing the stronger Pokemon? Just basically let them don't give you stronger Pokemon basically, and then keep the escalations the same basically is what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't really matter either way, I guess. But yeah, we're going up to 250, and yeah, it's a bunch of Volcanion on this field as well. Again, have the Hyper Bolt Pikachu. I'm not sure if I needed. I can't recall what items I used. I didn't really see. Obviously, I used the Mega Start. Probably a +5. I can't recall. I wasn't really paying attention to the screen, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so I basically used some jewels in order to advance in this escalation, just so I can get it out of the way. Yeah, I just wanted to get it over with. I don't know. I mean, 500 rounds seems daunting. 450, which is what I did. So yeah, I just used some jewels for like the unlimited half hour, and I just advanced through a lot of the stages. Yeah, not too bad, but yeah, this ice is annoying though. I guess Tyranitar can help with that. Not sure if it's enough ice for Mega Deoxy, but here's more Volcanion. As usual, the Alola Cat Pikachu would be good, I guess, but there's Quest Attack Plus. Quest Attack Plus did help us out a lot, so even though I said that it was inconsistent, it has helped. But it could also cause you to lose, too, if you don't have a match and you need a strong match. But yeah, it's definitely a good Pokemon to have with you anyway, so. Yeah. I think at this part I thought that I wasn't going to win, but yeah, I do have the Hyper Bolt, so Hyper Bolt coming in for me, able to win because of that. I'm actually not getting on that 5 match. I know it's only a 70% chance, but yeah, I was getting a little bit nervous. But Hyper Bolt, yeah, able to save us, I believe. He has another 5 match, and we do get the Hyper Bolt going on that 5 match. Yeah, so able to do it because of that. I probably wouldn't have been able to do it without the Pikachu. But again, bring a last-ditch effort user that's neutral and should be okay. It won't be as good. Some of these later stages, you might not be able to get away with that. You might have to use more items. But yeah, let's see. We get a skill swapper for that, so that's pretty cool. Next up, we have stage 300. I do have Steelix. Steelix may seem like a strange choice because it does resist it, but yeah, there's a bunch of blocks, so we just went in with the attack power, the Mega Start, and the moves +5. My Steelix is fully candied, but I still didn't feel comfortable without doing it because it still takes, I think, 10 icons to evolve. There's a bunch of Meganium on the field. Yeah, so just what I did was I made the match of that to get the calm down going. I don't know if I really wanted to reset his counter though, just because we want the blocks going because we have Meganium and Steelix. So maybe I should have went for the Volcanion match, but it is what it is. Obviously, I still beat this stage using Mega Steelix and Meganium, which is another great option. I don't think Meganium is as important in the stage because you have Steelix, but it still helps. But again, if you don't have Meganium, there's Tapu Bulu, which if you have that would be great to have with you as well. Because, yeah, I mean, the Steelix will take care of the blocks, so you don't even need Tapu Bulu, but it's also a good option if you do have it. But, yeah. Okay, so still going on. He disrupts with blocks, I think every turn for a few turns, and then he has a 2-turn counter, and then after that he'll put more blocks on the field, so it's basically just blocks. It doesn't look that bad based on what I'm doing, but that's because Steelix is removing them every turn. But if he wasn't, they would cover the board a lot, as you can imagine. So yeah, I think we also need the Hyper Bolt this turn. So I did use Hyper Bolt quite a bit in this escalation, but yeah, if you don't have it, you might need more items. Although I did use the +5. Yeah, hopefully you guys have Steelix because he was here recently. So hopefully you have him. If you do, you could be able to use it. Hyperbolt coming in clutch right there. I think even without the Hyperbolt, I would have been able to beat this stage because I did have Meganium. But yeah, so that is stage 300, and we'll see what we get from that. We get 2 level ups. Okay, level ups always good to have. Going on to the stage 350. This one we used, I think, the same items. No, we actually just used the moves +5 and the attack power. Oh yeah, because we have Deoxy. So yeah, since Deoxy can get online in one turn, not necessary to have the Mega Start if yours is fully candied like mine. There were a bunch of barriers, but yeah, not too bad. A bunch of Volcanion as well. So again, the Alola Cat Pikachu. I mean, how many times do I have to mention it? Yeah, I mean, you guys might not have it either because it was one of those great daily challenges. So I only got mine up to skill level 3. Maybe you did too. So if you don't have it, that's okay. You don't need that either. You could go in with more items or something. There's not a whole lot of Volcanion. You can basically just match them and then basically get rid of themselves. And then, you have a couple more, but it's not too bad. I do have Virizion for power 4+. Emolga. I decided to leave Luxray out just because I felt a little. I don't know. I told you Quest Attack Plus is a little uncertain, so I did just leave it out. It is a good ability, but I just left it out for this stage. And yeah. If you don't really have some of the Pokemon I've been using, it's probably best to just stop earlier on, maybe at like 150 or maybe 200, because some of these stages are going to be just way too tough to beat. You're not going to be able to beat them if you don't have at least some of these burst damages, like Luxray or Emolga or Pikachu. You're just not going to be able to do it, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say. So, yeah, it's best to just stop like early on, like 150, 200, if you could get up that high, and that's okay. I mean, when I first started, I remember when I started, and yeah, the escalation battles, I was stopping at like 100, and I was basically, for the first several escalation battles, just going up to 100 and using, I remember, a bunch of items on 100. So you'll get better if you're early on as time goes on, basically. So I do get 4 raised max levels for 350. That's not bad. Now we are up to 400. We are using the moves +5, the Mega Start, and the attack power. Not needing Disruption, Delay just yet, or Complexity. Yeah, we do have the Noivern just because for the shot out. Since I don't have a super effective shot out, so I did go with Noivern. Noivern still does a lot of damage. Yeah, so it's really cool to have Noivern. We do have Tyranitar to get rid of all of these blocks and ice, so that's really good. Yeah, I guess Volcanion is the 5th support. Yeah, I think that they did start adding the 5th support at this stage, so this one is quite tough. Have the Pikachu as usual. We used the Pikachu throughout this entire escalation battle. Meganium to get rid of all these blocks. Yeah, the reason I had Noivern was I guess I could have, if I didn't have the Noivern, I probably would have used the Complexity at this point. Just because I feel like you need a shot out, use it to get rid of all these Volcanion, and it does a lot of damage, which is good. Yeah, so this one was quite difficult. I think I needed the Pikachu in this one as well. Yeah, just go with like Regirock if you have it, Zygarde complete, and I'm not sure if it will help out a whole lot in this one, but it should help out earlier on, even though it's neutral. This one is just you kind of prefer the super effective Pokemon, even though I am using Noivern. But yeah, you could definitely try out some of those other ones. Able to beat it with the Hyper Volt. So Hyper Volt helping out again. Yeah. So able to beat 400. That's pretty cool. And the last one we're doing is 450. Not able to do 500. I'm sorry. I couldn't even get up to it. We do get a skill swapper for that. I think it's worth it just because we didn't need the complexity. And here's 450. So we have Meganium, Pikachu, Noivern, and Tyranitar. Same team. Going all items. We're going all out. I'm out of coins. So basically the rest of the week I'm just going to grind coins back. And probably not going to focus on 500. Yeah, because next week there's a few new stages. There's a Alolan Marowak, which is pretty cool. But then there's Kingdra, which I definitely want to farm. I want to max out Kingdra. Whirlpool, not Cross Attack Plus. And yeah, so I'll do that next week. But for now, we're doing the last stage, stage 450. This one I think was tough. I mean, obviously it was tough. It's stage 450. It's the second to last boss. But yeah, so this stage is really difficult. It's not a whole lot to say. It's just same team as 400, except we did add that disruption delay. I don't know, it might be possible without disruption delay, but I wouldn't even chance it yet. Stage 400, just go all in. I wouldn't blame you for using the complexity, but yeah, we're doing stage, just 450. Oh man, this escalation battle was tough, especially with all those new main stages. So, yeah, how are you guys doing in the main stages, by the way? Are you going to wait until things die down? Maybe next week there's not a lot going on, or are you going to get them over with as soon as possible? You don't really have to rush for Deoxy's defense because he's not really good. So there's really no incentive to do them now. I just wanted to get a video of it. But yeah, that's what he basically disrupts with. He has blocks with ice, so that would have been annoying. I mean, every turn. So yeah, the disruption delay, definitely go for it. There's another one, more Volcanion. Yeah. That's why I like Tyranitar, because he gets rid of several of those. The Meganium is great. Noivern is great just for the Volcanion. Now we're up to able to use Hyper Bolt. Unfortunately, we don't have a match with Pikachu, but yeah, this is just really... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to 500 just because I know how bad it is. He has over 100,000 HP. I think it's like over 120,000, so forget about it. Even though I want those 8 raise max levels. So we do beat 450. Not bad. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye.